Hello kids, today we are going to learn about food chain. In my last video, I have told you about the food habits of different animals. Here we will learn what is food chain. What is food chain? A food chain represents a feeding relationship between different living beings in a particular habitat. It shows us who eats whom. See this picture. This shows a simple food chain. Here grass is eaten by rabbit and rabbit is eaten by fox. So there is a relationship between the grass, rabbit and the fox. Producers. All living beings need food for their existence. They either make their food or they eat food from their habitat. Green plants make their own food. They are called producers. So this all green plants, they make their own food. They are called producers. They are not dependent on other organism for food. Next, consumer. Animals and other organisms cannot make their own food. They depend on producer or other organism for food. Based on who they depend on, there are three basic level of consumers. Three basic level of consumers are primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. Primary consumers. Primary consumers are like examples: deer, rabbit, grasshopper. Consumers who depend on producer, that is green plant for food, are called primary consumers. They are also called herbivores. They are plant eaters. Next, secondary consumers. Secondary consumers, they eat primary consumers. Many secondary consumers also eat plants which make them omnivores. Here, secondary consumers are tiger, fox, bear. Next, tertiary consumer. They eat the secondary consumers and are usually carnivores. Example: hawk, snake, owl. They are tertiary consumers. See this picture. Here they are showing producers and consumers. Sun is the main source of energy. This energy is trapped in this grass. So grass is the producer. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper is the primary consumer. Grasshopper again is eaten by shrew. Shrew is the secondary consumer and shrew is eaten by owl. Owl is the tertiary consumer. So this shows the relationship between producers and consumers. Next, food chain of different habitat. The four major habitats of the world are polar region, desert, grassland, oceans. Every habitat has different animals that adapt to its unique weather condition and availability of food. This give rise to food chains that are unique for different habitat. In polar region, we'll find this type of food chain. Here, Arctic rabbit will eat Arctic plants found in Arctic region. It is going to eat plants found in Arctic region, and Arctic rabbit is eaten by Arctic wolf. Desert. In desert, we'll find cactus. This is the producer. It is eaten by desert lizard, and desert lizard is eaten by desert fox. Next, oceans. In oceans, seaweeds are producers. They are producers. It is eaten by small fish. Again, small fish is eaten by big fish. So this is the food chain of ocean habitat. Grassland. In grassland, we'll find tall grass and trees which are eaten by zebra or other grass eating animals, and this zebra is eaten by cheetah. So this type of food chain will be found in grassland. Now open your workbook, page number 35, worksheet 2. We have already done worksheet 1. This is worksheet 2, question number 1. What is a food chain? Give one example. A food chain represents a feeding relationship between different living beings in a particular habitat. It shows us who eats whom. Example, rabbit eat grass and rabbit is eaten by fox. So this is the example. Next question. What are producers? State one example. Producers make their own food in presence of sunlight. Example, mango tree. You can give any example. Next, what are consumers? State two examples. Consumers, answer is consumers cannot make their own food. They depend on producer or other origin for food. Example, cow, lion, tiger. These are all consumers. Now, question number 1, worksheet 3. Draw a food chain and label producers and different level of consumers. So this food chain you have to draw. You have to draw sun, source of energy, grass, producer, then grasshopper, primary consumer, shrew, secondary consumer, and owl, it is tertiary consumer. Next question is match the columns. Here, primary producer. You match here, they make their food, own food. Then primary consumer. Primary consumers, they feed on producers. Last one, fourth one. Secondary consumers, they feed on primary consumer. Tertiary consumers, they feed on secondary consumers. Next question. Next question. Complete the following food chain by drawing in empty boxes and filling the blanks. Now here see, I have already done. There are empty boxes. Here you draw mouse. This is one food chain. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by mouse. And you write mouse down in blank place. Here you draw fish. This is ocean habitat food chain. Seaweed is eaten by fish and fish is eaten by bear. Now here you draw grass. Grass is eaten by deer and deer is eaten by deer. Next question. The major habitats in the world are number A, polar region, B, desert, C, grassland, D, oceans. Next, identify the habitat and arrange the food chain. Now they have given here on the top wheat, owl, mouse. So you have to write the habitat first. Which habitat they are found in grassland, and food chain how we will write? Wheat is eaten by mouse is eaten by owl. B1, they have given dolphin, seaweed and eel. This type of food chain will get in oceans, so write oceans B1. And food chain seaweed, eel is eaten by dolphin. C1, cactus, lizard, desert fox. This is desert habitat. Right, desert habitat, desert, and food chain cactus, lizard, desert fox. Next, D1, grass, zebra, cheetah. So which habitat? This is grassland. Food chain grass eaten by zebra, eaten by cheetah. E1, plants in Arctic region, Arctic rabbit, Arctic wolf. So this is polar habitat. You write polar region. Food chain, plants in the Arctic region. It is eaten by Arctic rabbit, and Arctic rabbit is eaten by Arctic wolf. Now, next question is multiple choice question. You have to tick the correct answer. Now, first A1 is organisms that feed on producers are called primary consumer. So third one is correct answer. B1. Which organism eat both plants and animal? They are omnivore. Fourth one is the correct answer. Now C1. Which of the following makes its own food? They make its own food, that is producers. First one. D1. Which habitat does the following food chain belong to? Cactus, lizard, desert, fox. This is desert habitat. So second one is correct answer. Now question number 2. Complete the food chain by drawing arrows at the proper places. Now they have given this one animal picture, and you have to draw the arrow to show that food chain. You have to draw the arrow in proper place. I have drawn arrow like this. First one, seaweed eaten by seal, eaten by big fish, eaten by whale. Second one, grass eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper eaten by frog, frog is eaten by snake. So children, for today this much only. Bye bye.